Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the future of Hollywood and what trends might continue or change in 2026 and beyond. Let's get started. It's an exciting time, folks. A real turning point for an industry that's all about dreams, drama, and dazzling displays. From the way we watch movies to who we see on screen, and even how these epic stories are made, everything is on the cusp of a major transformation. I'm Shyam Thakshala, and I'm thrilled to be your guide as we peek behind the curtain and explore what the next few years could hold for the entertainment capital of the world. We're talking about technological marvels that sound like something out of a sci-fi blockbuster, a continued push for stories that reflect the rich tapestry of our global audience, and a necessary evolution in how Hollywood itself operates. Think about it. The glitz, the glamour, it's all underpinned by innovation and adaptation. The red carpets might look the same, but the forces shaping what gets celebrated on them are shifting faster than ever. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, because we're about to embark on a journey into the not-so-distant future of Tinseltown. This isn't just about predicting box office hits or who the next big star will be. No, we're going deeper, looking at the fundamental changes that could redefine the entire landscape. Will streaming services completely eclipse the traditional cinema experience? Could AI write the next Oscar-winning screenplay? How will Hollywood embrace sustainability? These are the big questions we'll be tackling. It's a fascinating discussion, and I can't wait to share these insights with you. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with a trend that's already reshaped how we consume entertainment: the incredible rise of streaming platforms. We're talking about the giants Netflix, Disney+, Amazon Prime Video, and the ever-growing list of contenders. These services haven't just changed the game, they've rewritten the entire rulebook. For 2026 and beyond, their dominance is not just expected to continue, it's poised to solidify even further, potentially leading to an even more significant decline for traditional cinema as we've known it for generations. It's a monumental shift, folks. Think about the convenience, the sheer volume of content at our fingertips. A few clicks, and you're transported to another world, another story, all from the comfort of your living room. This accessibility is a powerful force, and it's fundamentally altered audience expectations. The weekly trip to the local movie theater, once a staple of entertainment, now competes with an ever-expanding library available on demand. This isn't just a fleeting trend, it's a deep-seated change in consumer behavior, and Hollywood is racing to keep up, adapt, and in many cases, lead this charge. The investment these streaming platforms are pouring into original content is staggering. We're seeing blockbuster-level budgets for series and films made exclusively for streaming, attracting A-list talent both in front of and behind the camera. This commitment to quality and quantity means they are no longer just distributors of older content. They are major production powerhouses crafting the narratives that define our cultural conversations. The battle for subscribers is fierce, and that competition, while challenging for the industry, often translates into a richer, more diverse offering for us, the viewers. Looking ahead to 2026, we can anticipate even more sophisticated personalization from these platforms. They know what you watch, when you watch it, and even what you might want to watch next. This data-driven approach to content curation will likely become even more refined, tailoring viewing experiences to individual tastes with uncanny accuracy. This could mean less time searching and more time enjoying, but it also raises questions about echo chambers and the discovery of truly unexpected gems. It's a delicate balance they'll need to strike. Furthermore, the global reach of these streaming services is breaking down geographical barriers for content like never before. A hit show from South Korea, Spain, or Germany can become a worldwide phenomenon overnight. This globalization of content will undoubtedly continue, enriching the entertainment landscape with diverse stories and perspectives that might have previously struggled to find an international audience through traditional distribution channels. This is a fantastic development for creators and audiences alike, fostering a more interconnected global culture through shared stories. The impact on traditional cinema is, of course, a major talking point. While I don't believe movie theaters will disappear entirely, more on that later, their role will inevitably evolve. The pressure to offer something unique, something that can't be replicated at home, will intensify. Shorter theatrical windows or even day-and-date releases where films hit theaters and streaming simultaneously could become more common for certain types of movies, further blurring the lines between the big screen and the small screen. Consider the financial models. Subscription revenue provides a steady stream of income for these platforms, allowing for long-term planning and ambitious projects. This contrasts with the traditional studio model, which often relies heavily on the unpredictable nature of box office returns for individual films. This financial stability gives streamers a significant advantage in terms of risk-taking and investing in niche or experimental content that traditional studios might shy away from. It's a paradigm shift in how content gets funded and greenlit. We might also see more bundling of services or new tiers of subscriptions offering different levels of access or perks. The quest to retain subscribers and attract new ones is relentless. This could lead to innovative partnerships, perhaps bundling streaming services with other digital products or even physical goods. The landscape is incredibly dynamic, and these companies are constantly looking for the next edge, the next way to integrate themselves more deeply into our daily lives. The very definition of a movie or a TV show is also becoming more fluid thanks to streaming. We see limited series with budgets and production values rivaling major motion pictures, and feature films that go straight to streaming, bypassing theaters altogether. This flexibility allows creators more freedom in how they tell their stories, unconstrained by traditional runtime limits or episodic formats. The lines are blurring, and that can be a very exciting thing for creative storytelling. As these platforms grow, so does their influence on the types of stories being told and the talent being cultivated. They are actively seeking out new voices and fresh perspectives, often giving opportunities to creators who might have been overlooked by the traditional studio system. This can lead to a more vibrant and representative entertainment ecosystem, which is a positive development for everyone involved, from the creators to the audience members seeking stories that resonate with them. So, as we look towards 2026, the reign of streaming platforms seems not only secure, but set to expand. They are the new titans of Hollywood, wielding immense power and influence over what we watch and how we watch it. The challenge for the rest of the industry is how to adapt, innovate, and coexist in this rapidly evolving landscape, ensuring that the magic of storytelling continues to thrive in all its forms. It's a whole new world, and we're all watching it unfold. Now let's shift gears and talk about something truly cutting edge, something that feels like it's leaped straight out of a science fiction movie: the increasing and increasingly sophisticated use of artificial intelligence and computer-generated imagery, or CGI. By 2026, we're not just talking about better special effects. We could be looking at AI-generated scripts and even fully CGI actors so realistic they are virtually indistinguishable from real human beings. This is a technological wave poised to redefine the very fabric of filmmaking. For years, CGI has been an indispensable tool for bringing fantastical worlds and breathtaking action sequences to life. From dinosaurs roaming the earth to superheroes soaring through the skies, CGI has allowed filmmakers to visualize the impossible. But the advancements we're seeing now, and projecting into 2026, are on another level entirely. We're talking about a level of realism and complexity that blurs the line between what's real and what's digitally crafted, making visual storytelling more immersive than ever before. Think about the potential of AI in the creative process. Already AI tools are being developed that can analyze vast databases of scripts, identify successful patterns, and even generate new story ideas, plot points, or dialogue. While the idea of an AI writing an entire Oscar-winning screenplay might still seem far-fetched to some, its role as a powerful assistant to human writers, helping to overcome writer's block or explore new narrative avenues, is becoming increasingly plausible and, dare I say, exciting. And then there are the digital actors. We've seen de-aging technology used to make actors appear younger, and we've seen deceased actors brought back to the screen through CGI. By 2026, the ability to create entirely digital human characters complete with nuanced expressions and lifelike movements could reach a point where they can carry entire films as lead performers. This opens up a universe of possibilities for storytelling, but also raises profound ethical and artistic questions that the industry will need to grapple with. The implications for production costs and efficiency are also significant. Creating complex sets digitally or populating crowd scenes with CGI extras can be more cost-effective and logistically simpler than traditional methods. AI could also streamline post-production processes from editing to color grading, potentially speeding up the filmmaking pipeline and allowing for more iteration and experimentation within tighter budgets and timelines. This efficiency could democratize filmmaking to some extent, However, this digital frontier is not without its challenges. The uncanny valley, that unsettling feeling when a digital human looks almost but not quite real, remains a hurdle. Overcoming this requires immense computational power and artistic skill. Furthermore, the reliance on digital tools necessitates a highly skilled workforce proficient in these new technologies, creating a demand for new roles and training programs within the industry. It's a learning curve for everyone. Consider the creative control this offers filmmakers. They can craft every visual detail to perfection, unconstrained by physical limitations. Imagine historical epics with perfectly recreated ancient cities, or fantasy worlds with creatures that move and behave with astonishing realism. The tools are becoming so powerful that the only limit is the filmmaker's imagination. This is where the true artistry will shine, in how these tools are wielded to tell compelling stories. The rise of virtual production, using LED screens to display digital environments in real time on set, is another game-changer closely linked to advancements in CGI and AI. This technology, famously used in shows like The Mandalorian, allows actors to see and interact with the digital world around them, leading to more natural performances and giving filmmakers greater flexibility during principal photography. Expect this to become even more prevalent by 2026. Of course, the human element remains crucial. While AI can assist in script writing, the emotional depth, the unique voice, the cultural understanding, these are things that human writers bring. Similarly, while CGI actors may become more common, the charisma, the vulnerability, and the spark of a live performance are qualities that audiences connect with deeply. The future likely lies in a synergy between human talent and artificial intelligence, each augmenting the other. There's also the debate about authenticity and the potential for misuse. If AI can generate realistic fake footage or digital actors can be manipulated to say or do anything, the implications for misinformation and trust are serious. Hollywood, as a major shaper of public perception, will have a responsibility to navigate these ethical waters carefully, establishing guidelines and best practices for the use of these powerful technologies. It's a conversation we need to have. Ultimately, the integration of AI and advanced CGI into Hollywood is an unstoppable force. By 2026, these tools will be more integrated, more powerful, and more accessible than ever before. The challenge and the opportunity lie in harnessing this technology to enhance storytelling, create breathtaking new experiences, and push the boundaries of cinematic art, all while thoughtfully considering the impact on the artist, the audience, and society as a whole. The future is digital, and it's arriving faster than we think. Alright, let's move on to a trend that's not just about technology or business models, but about the heart and soul of storytelling itself, the continuing and vital push for more diverse and inclusive casting and narratives in Hollywood. For too long, the faces and stories on screen didn't fully reflect the rich, multifaceted world we live in. But we've seen significant strides, and this momentum is not only likely to continue but to strengthen as we head towards 2026 and beyond. We're talking about more representation of different races, genders, sexual orientations, abilities, and backgrounds in leading roles and behind the camera. This isn't just about meeting quotas or ticking boxes, folks. It's about authenticity. It's about audiences seeing themselves, their experiences, and their communities represented with nuance and respect. When a young person sees someone who looks like them or shares their background achieving great things on screen, it's incredibly powerful. It fosters a sense of belonging and possibility, and that's a profound impact for an industry built on dreams. The demand for diverse stories is also coming from the audience itself. Viewers are increasingly sophisticated and globally connected. They're hungry for fresh perspectives, for narratives that challenge conventions and offer new insights into the human experience. Films and shows that embrace diversity have often found both critical acclaim and commercial success, proving that inclusion isn't just a social imperative, it's good business. This is a message Hollywood is definitely receiving loud and clear. By 2026, we can expect to see this trend permeate even more deeply into all aspects of production. It's not just about who's in front of the camera, but also who's writing the scripts, directing the scenes, composing the music, and making the decisions in the executive suites. A diversity of voices in the creative process leads to richer, more authentic, and more innovative storytelling. This holistic approach is key to making lasting change. We're seeing a rise in filmmakers and storytellers from underrepresented groups who are bringing their unique visions to the forefront. They are crafting narratives that resonate deeply within their communities and also find universal appeal. Support systems, mentorship programs, and initiatives aimed at nurturing this talent are growing, and their impact will be even more visible in the coming years, leading to a more vibrant and varied cinematic landscape. This isn't to say the work is done, far from it. Challenges remain in overcoming ingrained biases, ensuring equitable opportunities, and avoiding tokenism. True inclusion means more than just presence, it means meaningful participation and influence at every level. The conversations around these issues are ongoing and essential for continued progress, and Hollywood needs to remain committed to listening, learning, and evolving. Consider the global market. Hollywood is an international industry, and its products are consumed by people from virtually every culture on Earth. To truly connect with this global audience, the stories and characters must reflect a broader range of human experiences. Inclusive content travels better, resonates more widely, and ultimately strengthens Hollywood's position as a global leader in entertainment. It's about understanding and respecting a diverse world. We can also anticipate more nuanced portrayals. Moving beyond stereotypes and one-dimensional characters, the push will be for complex, well-developed roles for actors from all backgrounds. This allows for a deeper exploration of identity and experience, making the stories more compelling and relatable. It's about celebrating the richness of human diversity, not reducing it to simplistic representations. The impact of role models cannot be overstated. When we see diverse actors in leading roles, playing heroes, scientists, leaders, and complex individuals, it reshapes perceptions and expands possibilities. This is particularly important for younger audiences who are forming their understanding of the world and their place in it. Hollywood has a powerful platform, and with it comes a responsibility to use that platform thoughtfully. Moreover, the definition of diversity itself is expanding. It's not just about race and gender, but also about representing different socioeconomic backgrounds, physical and neuro abilities, age groups, and intersectional identities. The goal is a truly kaleidoscopic reflection of society where everyone feels seen and valued. This broader understanding will enrich the stories Hollywood tells in immeasurable ways. So, as we look towards 2026, the journey towards a more diverse and inclusive Hollywood will continue to be a defining narrative of the industry. It's a movement driven by artists, audiences, and a growing understanding that our differences are our strength. The result will be a Hollywood that is not only more equitable but also more creative, more resonant, and more reflective of the incredible world we all share. It's a beautiful evolution to witness. Alright, let's turn our attention to a different kind of revolution in Hollywood. One that's all about protecting our planet, the growing movement towards environmentally sustainable production practices. The film industry, with its large crews, extensive travel, set construction, and energy consumption, has historically had a significant environmental footprint. But there's a change in the air, folks. As awareness of climate change and environmental issues grows, Hollywood is becoming increasingly eco-conscious, and by 2026, we can expect to see greener practices become much more mainstream. This isn't just a PR move, it's a genuine shift driven by a combination of ethical responsibility, economic sense, and pressure from both within and outside the industry. Future productions will likely adopt a wide array of greener practices, from utilizing renewable energy sources on set to drastically reducing waste and implementing sustainable sourcing for materials. It's about making movies in a way that's kinder to the earth. Think about the sheer scale of a major film production. The amount of energy needed to power lights, cameras, and entire studio lots is immense. The transition towards renewable energy, like solar power on studio roofs or mobile solar generators on location, is a key area of focus. We're already seeing studios invest in these technologies, and by 2026, it could be standard operating procedure for many, significantly cutting down carbon emissions. Waste reduction is another huge component. Sets are often built and then demolished, creating tons of landfill waste. The push is towards modular set design, using recycled or sustainable materials, and ensuring that as much as possible is reused or recycled after production wraps. This also extends to catering, with efforts to reduce single-use plastics, compost food waste, and donate leftover edible food. Every little bit helps on a large scale. Travel is a big one too. Flying cast and crew around the world contribute significantly to the industry's carbon footprint. While some travel is unavoidable, we might see more efforts to consolidate shooting locations, utilize local talent and crew where possible, and invest in carbon offsetting programs for unavoidable emissions. Virtual production, which we talked about earlier, can also play a role here by reducing the need to travel to distant or sensitive environments. Water conservation is also on the agenda, especially in production hubs like California that are prone to drought. Simple measures like fixing leaks promptly, using water-efficient fixtures, and being mindful of water use in scenes can make a difference. For productions involving large bodies of water or aquatic scenes, responsible management and minimizing impact on natural water sources will be paramount. The influence of major stars and filmmakers who are passionate about environmental causes is also a driving force. When influential figures advocate for greener practices and implement them on their own sets, it sets a powerful example and encourages wider adoption across the industry. Their voices can amplify the message and inspire a collective commitment to change. It's leadership in action. Furthermore, industry organizations and guilds are developing green production guides, certifications, and resources to help productions implement sustainable practices. These tools provide practical advice and benchmarks, making it easier for productions of all sizes to reduce their environmental impact. This collaborative effort is crucial for industry-wide transformation, moving beyond isolated efforts. There's also an economic argument to be made for sustainability. While some green initiatives may require upfront investment, they can often lead to long-term cost savings. For example, reducing energy consumption lowers utility bills, and minimizing waste can reduce disposal costs. This financial incentive, coupled with the growing demand for corporate social responsibility, makes sustainable practices increasingly attractive from a business perspective. Looking ahead to 2026, we might see sustainability requirements becoming more common in funding agreements or even as part of the criteria for industry awards. Just as safety protocols are now standard, environmental protocols could become an integral part of the production process, ensuring that every film is made with a conscious effort to minimize its ecological footprint. This institutionalization is key to lasting change. The stories Hollywood tells can also play a role. While not every movie needs to be about climate change, the industry can subtly promote environmental awareness through the narratives it crafts, the behaviors it models, and the values it champions. This is a softer, but still significant way the industry can contribute to a more sustainable future, influencing hearts and minds through the power of storytelling. So the greening of Hollywood is a vital and growing trend. By 2026, we can expect to see a film industry that is much more attuned to its environmental responsibilities, actively working to reduce its impact and in doing so, setting an example for other industries. It's about ensuring that the magic of movie making doesn't come at the expense of the planet that provides its stunning backdrops and inspires its greatest stories. Finally, let's talk about the grand old institution itself, the movie theater. With the meteoric rise of streaming services, as we discussed earlier, the future of movie theaters has been a hot topic, often painted with a brush of uncertainty. However, reports of its demise may be greatly exaggerated. Instead of fading away, movie theaters are likely to evolve, to reinvent themselves by 2026 to offer more immersive, unique, and communal experiences that simply can't be replicated on your couch. It's about giving audiences a reason to leave home. The theatrical experience has always been about more than just watching a film. It's the giant screen, the powerful surround sound, the shared reactions of the crowd, the gasps, the laughter, the applause. These are elements that create a collective, communal event. To compete with the convenience of streaming, theaters will need to lean into these unique selling propositions and enhance them even further. Think premium, unforgettable outings. We're already seeing a proliferation of premium large formats like IMAX, Dolby Cinema, and 4DX, which offer superior visual and auditory experiences, and even sensory elements like motion seats, wind, and scents. This trend towards making the theatrical experience a truly premium offering will undoubtedly continue. Audiences might be more selective about which films they see in theaters, opting for those that truly benefit from the big screen treatment and immersive technology. Beyond just the technology within the auditorium, theaters will likely focus more on the overall experience. This could mean more comfortable and luxurious seating, upgraded food and beverage options, going far beyond popcorn and soda, and even themed events or interactive pre-show entertainment. The idea is to make a trip to the movies feel like a special occasion, an escape, rather than just a passive viewing activity. Another avenue for evolution is leveraging the theater as a community hub. We could see more live events such as Quanda sessions with filmmakers and actors, special anniversary screenings of classic films, film festivals, and even esports tournaments or concerts broadcast live on the big screen. Diversifying the programming can attract different audiences and create new revenue streams for theater owners, making them more versatile entertainment destinations. The social aspect of moviegoing is crucial. While streaming is often a solo or small group activity, going to the movies can be a shared experience with friends, family, or even a theater full of strangers united by the story unfolding on screen. Theaters that can foster this sense of community, perhaps through loyalty programs, special membership events, or creating inviting social spaces within the venue, will have a distinct advantage. Consider the types of films that will draw audiences to theaters. Big-budget spectacles, action blockbusters, and event films that demand the largest possible screen and sound system will likely remain theatrical mainstays. However, there might also be a renewed appreciation for seeing critically acclaimed dramas or art house films in a focused, distraction-free environment, away from the pings and alerts of home. The relationship between studios and exhibitors will also continue to evolve. Theatrical windows, the exclusive period during which films are shown only in theaters before moving to other platforms, have been a point of contention. We might see more flexible and dynamic windowing strategies by 2026, perhaps varying by film type or even by exhibitor agreements, as both studios and theaters seek to maximize revenue in a changing landscape. Independent theaters and art houses, often crucial for showcasing diverse and non-mainstream cinema, face unique challenges but also opportunities. They can cultivate loyal local followings by offering curated programming, fostering a strong sense of community, and providing a more intimate and personalized moviegoing experience. Their survival is vital for a healthy film ecosystem, offering alternatives to blockbuster fare. Furthermore, technology like virtual reality or augmented reality could eventually find its way into the theatrical experience, offering new layers of immersion. Imagine pre-show AR experiences in the lobby or even short VR films as part of the programming. While still nascent, these technologies hold the potential to further differentiate the theatrical offering from at-home viewing in the years to come. The key for movie theaters in 2026 and beyond will be innovation and adaptation. They need to understand what modern audiences are looking for in an out-of-home entertainment experience and deliver on that promise. It's about creating value that justifies the ticket price and the effort of going out. Theaters that succeed will be those that embrace change and focus on delivering truly memorable and engaging experiences. So, while streaming offers undeniable convenience, the allure of the big screen and the shared cinematic experience is far from over. Movie theaters are poised to transform into destinations that offer something special, something more than just a movie. It's an evolution, not an extinction, and I, for one, am excited to see how the magic of the movies continues to captivate us in these evolving communal spaces. The silver screen still has many stories to tell, and many ways to tell them. And there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating and ever-evolving future of Hollywood as we head towards 2026 and beyond. From the continued reign of streaming giants and the mind-bending advancements in AI and CGI, to the crucial embrace of diversity, sustainability, and the exciting reinvention of our beloved movie theaters, the landscape of entertainment is set for some incredible transformations. It's clear that innovation, adaptation, and a deeper connection with audiences will be the driving forces shaping the stories we see and how we experience them. The constants, of course, are the magic of storytelling and the power of film to transport us, to make us think, and to make us feel. While the methods and the mediums may change, that fundamental human need for connection through narrative will always endure. Hollywood, at its best, has always been about reflecting and shaping our world, and it seems poised to continue doing so in even more dynamic and inclusive ways. It's going to be quite a show, and we'll all have front row seats. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the future of Hollywood. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think is next for Tinseltown. Which trends are you most excited or concerned about? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.